What is going on, guys, on this beautiful Tuesday afternoon, or whatever day it is where you're at? We are going to mount up a giant full sneak. This is a full sneak right 24 mirrors. Big, giant bear of a cape over here. Y'all look at the body. Giant head, little bitty ears. Mediums on this guy. I don't know what happened to the ears. They just kind of forgot to grow. But cool looking rack. Big old, just a toad, lots of mass. Kind of split off on his main beam there, almost made two beams. Just a cool buck. Good friend of mine killed that deer. And I'm going to be proud to mount him up for him. I've got the ears already sculpted. They're in the freezer back there, getting good and froze. And we've got the Bondo already on the rack, ready to go. So let's get started. We're going to give him a little bit of glue. Actually going to be a lot of glue for this big old dude. All right, let's see if this cape will fit on this thing. Now it's going to require a lot of stretching. At least I think it is. Looking at the form, it looks like it would, but the cape's also huge too. So this will be just a whole lot different than any other one. Measured to fit, it just fits. All right, well, moment of truth. Oh, like butter. Like butter. Come on down here. Grab the influencer. No further than that. Whoop. No, y'all laughing. Y'all would have laughed a lot harder if I hit the floor, I promise you. I would have been crying. Waving a white flag. Man down. That one on there has pretty please. But it does have a really long incision down the back. So we will have to pull that together as we stitch, but that shouldn't be an issue. This cape's very thin and we've got a lot of stretch in it, so I think he'll just close right up. All right, let's go to rack. Get all the voids filled in here. Water on that ear clay. It's trying to harden up a little bit. Put some eyeballs on here. Going up here, get my epoxy around the burrs. I'm not going to add any clay in the center here because this form already has it built up real good right there. Good looking form right here. I like this. This is one of Ben's new ones. And it looks nice. All right, I'm gonna leave a blob up there so that we can push it back around those antlers once we get everything stitched up. Maybe a little more than that. About like that. Yep. There we go. Yeah. Alrighty, now pin back the ears, get them out of the way. Really gonna have to on this one because the seam is so long. Suckers be falling all over me. Looking better already, buddy. Come on over here. Tool for that. All right. Mm-hmm. There we go. I'm gonna get this stitching done right on the back of these birds. And we're gonna get some ears and put in them. I'll be back. All right, I got my seam stitched up. I'm gonna show y'all something right quick in case y'all have never seen me do it before. Get y'all back here where you can see on the back of this cape. If you ever got a cape that doesn't want to close up completely, hadn't been stretched all the way back, it's been stretched good up here. You can hang on to it right here. Take your knuckles and roll your knuckles in. You just press your knuckles up against the form. See that right there? Piece of cake. Piece of cake. Before I get my ears, I'm gonna go ahead and tuck this skin in behind this epoxy. Another thing just makes people furious. They get so mad. Why are you putting epoxy around the birds' antlers? You ain't gotta do that. Well, they right too. I ain't gotta do that. But I is gonna do that. Good thing I'm me and not them. Right up over that epoxy right there. Just like it. Boy. Mm-hmm. Just like it. Now we need some ears. I even went ahead on these ears when I froze them. Went ahead and put me a screw in them. Like that. So now, all I gotta do is get them in place. Screw it on there till I get it mounted. And I can take the screw out. Okie dokie. Let's slip this one in here. I can't believe how little these ears are on this deer. As big as the deer is. I would have been willing to bet you that this was going to be large ears. But they are not. He's got giant earbuds. Little bitty ears. See that? Perfect fit. That is nuts. That is nuts, nuts, nuts. All right, this is gonna fit right. There we go. Just far enough to hold that ear on there. Next ear. Come on, ear. In there. There we go. I like to blame things that are not me, even if they're not alive. All right, let's see if we can get this sucker lined up here. All right, so I've got everything put together now. I'm gonna go ahead and stitch up the back of this guy. And once I get done with that, we'll go ahead and do the mouth, and then we're gonna finish him up. All right, hide stitched up. Time to do the mouth and the nose. We'll glue up the mouth, glue up the nostrils, and get him looking good. A little bit too much glue. That's all right. Tell you what I forgot to do too. I'll put a little bit of clay right there. Just a little bit. Not even that much. We're really trying to shape the nose necessarily. We're just getting something that'll hold texture. That's all we're doing. Extra glue come in handy now. Rub that on there just a little bit, make sure that glue is all over that cape, especially after they've been sitting a minute. That cape gets a little bit dry. You definitely want to make sure it's making good contact with that glue because it ain't going to take long. And it's going to set. I used to use way too much hide paste. It'd take way too long to dry. Stuff really sets quick if you use the right amount. Tucked in there, nice and straight, flat, and then we're going to come back with the screwdriver. With a screwdriver, you can pry that foam apart. It pulls that hide up in there and then pinches back together. Everybody says you can't use a Dremel, do that lip line. That sucker right there is tight. You just got to know how to do it right. Not make that slip too. Haul it out wide. Taxi the skin just a little bit. Get this white patch lined up. Gonna be real close. All right, now a little glue here. Oh, yeah. Let's get it together. About to run out of staples. I need to go buy some. Mm-hmm. Pretty capable, that deer. Well, that's him, guys. He actually turned out a little bit better than I expected. I didn't think he was going to turn out bad, but these big deer be a little tricky sometimes, but he went right on that form. Y'all look at that. Gorgeous. Somebody's just pulling up, so I'm going to go see who it is. We'll see y'all in the next video.